Well, I'm off, and I'm not taking a ferry, but we're at the ferry building nonetheless.
This isn't the ferry building, Jessica. This is the Marin County Larkspur ferry stop. And if you actually flip the camera around, quick. There's Mount Tam over there. And this could be your last time doing this in Marin County for some time.
Probably. It's the December 2nd episode of Health in 2.00. Well, like everybody else, I'm bailing out of San Francisco, so goodbye.
Hang on. You didn't even make it into San Francisco. You just made it to Marin.
Marin is San Francisco. Close enough.
All right.
Much more expensive.
If you have a exciting place for Jessica to go, let her know, because
I'm homeless and lost.
You were supposed to be buying a place in Florida. I think that was why the whole thing fell apart.
Yeah, and then the whole thing fell apart from there, and so now there is no place to go. I'm living out of my suitcases in a small car. I'm basically go-karting across America at this point. So, are you ready to talk through these funding deals?
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, get your timer. You got it?
Yeah, you're going to have to hold the camera.
I'm going to hold the camera
for a minute.
So disorganized.
It's chaos. Okay, ready, and go.
All right. Olive gets some more money, $225 million and some change. They just raised money.
Yeah, like 3 months ago they raised, $100 million, and now they're doing, and then before that they'd already raised that. I mean, so it must be, $450 million or something so far. So this is, and they hired all kinds of people, like Mike Biselli, the guy who was the landlord of every healthcare company in Colorado is in there as well. So all kind of crazy stuff. This is automation of the inefficiencies in the back office of hospitals, which appear to be pretty bloody inefficient if it's a 1.5 billion valuation. They must be growing pretty fast. Tiger, isn't that? They were in something else last week. And
General Catalyst.
General Catalyst, of course, spending more of their Livongo winnings. Have they got any left yet?
I don't know.
Probably some. They're pretty big winnings.
What about WithMe Health? They get $20 million in a B. This is a PBM that does something with personalized medication recommendation.
So you didn't understand the website either, neither did I. But this is one of the partners at Oak who are in the first round of this, and they're also in the second round with, I forget who the other. Do you know who the other one is? We don't know.
No.
Okay, but something to do with PBMs, better than PBMs, because everyone hates PBMs.
All right. What about Andor Health? They get an undisclosed A. Microsoft's M12 fund has thrown their money into this.
Yeah, this is Raj Taleti, interesting guy. He ran a chaos company called Galbanon, got by MCR. Then he ran a company called Patient Point, and one called Health Grid in Florida that got bought by Allscripts, and this is yet another new one. This is kind of one of those communication back and forth. Let's read what's in the EMR to figure out what we should tell patients about whether they should show up for the next appointment. Clever AI stuff, blah, blah, blah.
All right, and what about Upfront Health? They get $11.5 million in a B real quick. They're another patient engagement thing.
Yes, the same sort of thing. And there's a whole bunch of these, like Luma and a bunch of others trying to figure this all out. So that's an area.
All right, what about Voluntis? They get, it's your favorite, Matthew Holt, a DTX company, publicly traded in France. They raised $7 million via a securities sale to a Swiss pharma company. Hey, there's that timer. You better turn that off.
Yeah, turn the timer off. All right, the timer roosted today. Well, that's interesting, right? So this was a sort of diabetes coaching DTX. I don't understand why it was digital therapeutics. I don't understand why it went public.
You never understand.
Well, I don't understand why anything's digital therapeutics, but it was like it's a coaching thing. It's like Livongo or Amada or one of those things. It went public. At one point, I checked it out. It had a market cap like $23 million. I mean, it's always collapsing. So they raised. So doesn't make much sense to me. Raise more money, so they're hoping to take advantage of the digital therapeutics boom that may or may not be coming. Guess which side I think of that line.
I was about to say, really? You're going to leave it at a may or may not be coming without a definitive...
you never know. It's healthcare. It's healthcare. Somebody may sucker people into paying
where's
more.
Your blood pressure cuff so we can measure it? Because I know how much you love talking about
I'm all right. I am I'm completely comfortable in the knowledge that whatever they get away with charging, they shouldn't be charging that much.
Right.
Oh, well.
Okay. Well...
So that appears to be it. All we're done. So you're heading off for parts unknown. So anybody watching this can send in suggestions for places Jessica should go until the Florida housing market rounds the corner and you get the place you want to buy. And I'll be hanging out in Marin County, not getting on the ferry behind us going to San Francisco because there's nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go. But don't worry, in about 6 months' time, we'll all be back at the same conferences.
Let's hope so.
That vaccine works.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'm starting my cross-country drive, so if you've got suggestions about places I should stop and wear a mask and go see, you can just tweet those at me, at Jess Tomasa. And for Mr. Holt, you should probably send him some lines to cheer him up because he's going to miss me, my only friend in Marin County. He's at Volty Boy. And to make sure that you catch all of these cute little Health in 2.0 episodes, which will be recorded on the road, please make sure to sign up for our email newsletter over at thehealthcareblog.com. Thanks for lunch. You know I'm leaving, and see, I finally bought me lunch.
Have a good trip wherever you go. I'll catch up with you wherever you are next week. My guess is you won't get very far in the next week.
Hey.
I would forecast.
Forget it.
I would forecast Monterey.
Bye, everybody. I'll see you soon. I like when I have the control over the camera.